I am stuck with the color today. So. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? As you can see, we have a big purple box. I have some idea of what's in here, and then I have some idea of what's not in here. Some of you know I'm moving. So I have decided to go through this box today with all my lovely subscribers. Because I have a few ideas what's in this, but I don't know what supplies are in this. I know there are supplies in this probably and some other stuff that I've forgotten that I have had. So I'm going to put this box down because it is very heavy. So we are going to go through this box. And I think I got this from a sketch box. I think this is some kind of ink pad from Kuretake. I have no idea what some of this stuff is. So some of the stuff, so if you're here, you guys get to see all my lovely stuff. So no reason for you to see that. I'm actually in the middle of reorganizing all my stuff. So we did this. This is probably from a sketch box. I have no idea what it's for, but it's probably an ink pad or something from Kuretake, which means it's usually very good. So this is probably from a sketch box. What is this? Okay. I see stuff. I see magic stuff. We're not really sure exactly what it is. I think this is to spread pastels and knives and like a pan pastel thingy. Yeah, I think this is pan pastels. Ah! Pastelis! More pastelis. Yes, we have oil pastels. Another set of pastels. Yes, we are going through the art box. Let's see what all this stuff is. I basically want to know what I have here. A galaxy marker. Anybody know what these are for? I see nobody has come to my stream. So let me let... So I'm going to put this into my group, let everybody know that I am. There's a box of stuff here. Hi, guys. So for those of you who are coming in, we have this Kuretake thing. I think I got this in a sketch box. So I have a big purple box. So we are doing what is in my mystery box so I can figure out what I'm actually keeping. Galaxy marker. Now, I had to literally take everything out of there. And this box, I had a second box, which I was keeping the finished pages in. Well, it broke today, so I guess I had too much stuff on it. So this is pastels. Some of you may have seen this from various other videos. So what else is in here? What the hell are these? Illustration markers. I don't use these. Who uses these? I don't use illustration markers. I don't use the galaxy marker either, so we'll basically see what they do. But it is white, so. Ah! Oh! I couldn't come up with an idea for what book to color. So I was like, you know, I see this box and I'm like, I got curious as to what was in it. Oh. Oh. Crayola colored pencils. Crayola 12, well, 11, 24 crayons. What are these? What is this? Megas. These are rose art. These are shitty as hell rose art. Whatever I know is crap, I will put on a pile. I'm getting rid of stuff. Oh, I did get some new stuff, so we'll show you the new stuff. I didn't get much new stuff. You know there's stuff in here, so it's about time because I am moving. So when you start to move, you start realizing what you actually need to get rid of. Oh my God, I haven't seen these. Oh my God, I haven't seen these in so long. Yes. Hello, Heavenly Michelle. And if anybody wonders, yes, I do have crayons. Everybody has crayons. Even though they're 24 crayons, you could still go with them. So, we think we're keeping. I don't know what I'm going to do with illustration pens. I have no idea because I'm not an artist, so. 24 grit eco Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. Oh my lordy. I didn't even know I owned these. It's amazing what you learn when you go through stuff because I'm moving. Now, these are funny as hell. When I first started coloring, these were my very, very first things I ever colored with in my very first copy of Secret Garden. Yes, believe it or not, these were my very first utensils. As you guys saw. I can't believe I have this much stuff in this box. I wasn't expecting this box to be like this. Okay, I think this goes with the gelatos. This is for gelatos. More pastel stuff. We all know what these are. These go in with the pastel thingies, the pan pastel thingies. Those are meant to go in there. It's funny because I'm finding things I forgot that I even owned in this thing. I think this goes with my oil pastels. It's funny to me to look at this box and see what's actually in this box. I think this goes with my oil pastels. These are Pitt pens. I do not like the Pitt pens. So if anybody wants the illustration pens or the Pitt pastel pens, let me know. So we have a lot of stuff in there that I wasn't expecting. Now these, I remember these actually. These also were one of my oldest too. When I first started coloring, I had forgotten I had Crayolas in the house, actually. I didn't find them until much later, like till I was like 3 months into coloring, I found these. So these are watercolor pencils. Now, I don't remember what brand these are. I think I got them at Barnes & Noble a long time ago. And then I had bought these also at Barnes & Noble. So these are very old stuff. Some of the stuff is like old, so keep that in mind. So, I don't know if I'm keeping these or not. Those are maybe. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, this is like a coloring journal. Oh, this has some really pretty stuff in it. Oh. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty. This is like a coloring journal. Like, look at this. This is like a coloring journal. Like you write in there and then you do some stuff and then you can color in here. Oh, this has some nice stuff in it. Coloring journal. I didn't realize I had a journal in here. Oh, that's something really nice. I'll have to add this to the list of books. I didn't even realize I had a journal. Ah, junk. Why all these papers? More papers. Papers. I swear, everywhere I go, there's papers and papers. It's not even funny. But, you know, I like to see what I have. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wasn't sure how much stuff I actually had in here. Now, what's this? I think this comes from, oh, I know what this is. This is from one of my sketchbooks. And I think I was using it to do some things with it a long time ago. So this is like one of the things. I think we were working with pencils at the time. This also was a journal, I think, to do stuff. So as you can see, I have some names here. And then you do tiny spaces here and things like that. So there's still room in here. There's still plenty of blank pages in here. Interesting. We could always use this. This is always a good thing to have. What are these? These are metallic pencils. I probably bought these. There's a lot of stuff in here that I didn't realize I had in here. Go figure that. But, you know, I want to see what I have because I got to make decisions about what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. We are going through a big box. Now, I didn't know what was in this. Like, I knew the pastels were in there, but past that, I didn't know what was actually in this box. So I am doing a box full of stuff. So this is 10 metallic colored pencils. So let's see how these work. 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 Brilliant bronze. Let's look at these. Let's see what they do. I don't know yet if I want to rehome it because I've got stuff written in it. I don't think I'm rehoming the journal. I think it's going to be one of the things I keep. See, brilliant bronze. Actually, I may keep these pencils. These actually are good pencils. Oh, those are nice, actually. Dragonfly. I forgot I had these. I don't know why I forget I had some of these things in here. Yeah, the blue tub is gone, guys. I have now, according to my records, 563 books. What is this? Aquamarine Dream. Well, gave away a lot of pencils. So look at these colors, though. These colors are really good, though. These are nice, actually. Sparkle and Sea. I really have some nice stuff in here. Dark Shadows. When I hear the word Dark Shadows, I always think of the Dark Shadows, the TV series, the vampire drama. These I probably got at some little store, like a Solid Gold. Yeah, a lot of us watched that. Prismatic Purple, which is Miss Shelley's favorite color, which is purple. Look at that, colors. I want to see what these... Emerald City, Big Wizard of Oz. Actually, these are really nice. I think I'm going to keep them, actually. Then we have two more left. I want to see what they are. I basically ran out of ideas as to what to color. Person with 500 books can't figure out what to color. Prismatic purple. Oh, wait a minute. We already got that one. Sugarplum Fairy. I think this is the one that I didn't get to do. Sterling Silver. So that's a really nice set. Actually, these are nice. I think this will be actually keep. Yeah, we'll keep these. These actually are very nice. Bunch of pencils. What is this? Highlighter. I'm not a fan of highlighters. You know, I'm starting to actually, I don't feel overwhelmed because it's getting to be less and less. Danielle. That's the truth. It's actually the less stuff I get, the more stuff I get rid of, the less I feel overwhelmed. But, you know, I'm just like, today I'm like, you know, I want to start doing some things. Yeah, another galaxy marker. I don't think it has anything in it when it did that. You know, it's like anything else. You start going through what you have here. You start being like, okay, what do you have here? What do you not need? You know, I'm starting to be at the point now where I'm like, okay, what do I not need? As opposed to, you know? Yeah, it's like, I feel like I'm always overwhelmed. Another pastel, which I think goes over to this pile. That goes there. Now, this is a brush cleaner. I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, that's a multicolored pen. That's like a lot of things. Yeah. This is a koi water brush, if anybody's wondering. I don't like the multicolored pens. Now, this is a brush cleaner. I'm going to get rid of this because when I go home, I dried this whole thing up. This whole thing is dried up. It's like, it's terrible and it's smelly. So this thing is definitely going in the trash. This, I have no idea what this is. So I'm like, what is this? This is probably from one of my sketch boxes because it's pure tacky. They're always putting stuff in my sketch box that I'm never really from 100%. Oh, what the hell did I just do? This might go to that ink set. Does anybody know what this is? It's in Japanese. I have no idea what this is. Does anybody know what this is? Because I have no idea what this is. The Kiritaki. It's a sketch box on it, but I have no idea what it is for. This, I think, goes with this. But I have no idea what this is for. I have no idea what these things are for. So if I have no idea what these things are for, this is also a brush for the gelatos. I no longer have the gelatos. This is a water brush pen as well. What is that? Is this a water brush pen? I think this is a Tombow water brush pen, but the last time I used one of these, this ruined my pages for months. So probably not going to keep them. But you guys have probably figured out. I'm in the process of throwing things out, moving stuff out. It's all about the stuff. And my mailman didn't come today, and I'm expecting stuff, and of course he doesn't come on time. He doesn't come early enough for me, I should say. That's the problem. You know, I get mad because I wait for him, and I wait for him, and then I'm like, no. I think some of it came from subscription box. Some of it is. That's okay, Robin. I did not see you come in. So, hello, Robin. So this is artist pencils. This one did come from a subscription box. Some I remember. So this is Creative Color. So this is artist pencils. Those are always useful. This is another set of metallic pencils. I think I bought these many, many years ago. Should always have a set of that. So this is the stuff. I think these came with one of my coloring books. So this is like, you know, sometimes you buy these coloring books and they come with pencils in them. So you get a lot of budget-friendly stuff too. So what is this one from? Where do I keep finding stuff? And more oil pastels. So this is the last of the stuff in the box, but there's a lot of stuff in this box that I'm not even really 100% where the stuff came from. This, I'm not, I think I bought this at some budget-friendly store, like a Five Below or something. This is definitely a Crayola colored pencil because it says red rojo and it says Crayola on it. So it probably came from one of those loose sets. So these are two 50-50 pencils. So I'll open this up because I think this is the same set. So here they have different colors. So these are two things. So we know this all came from somewhere. Ah, graphite pencils. These are essential. These are essential when you put your sharpener. Another oil pastel. Colored pencils. These are up, and up. I don't know where these came from. We all know that Grace has a lot of stuff that she doesn't know where half her stuff came from. This I don't remember where it came from. So let's just take the pencil out. I don't remember where some of the stuff came from Sketchbox. Some of it did not. You never know when you're going to need it. This probably came with another coloring book too. You'd be surprised what I find in stuff like this. So these are nice. You know, if there's anything you guys like to see, let me know. Look at this, watercolor pencils. These were cheap. I think I bought these because these were really dirt cheap at the time. And I wanted to learn how to watercolor. These are watercolors. I think I bought these off of Barnes & Noble. I'm pretty sure I bought these at Barnes & Noble. So these are watercolor pencils. So, you know, really with watercolor pencils. So we got a journal. We got another sketchbook, a thing here. There was a lot in this box, actually, that I was not aware of. But I got to make decisions as to what I keep. These I keep. These I don't keep because these are like awful. These are not good, actually. These are terrible, actually. These were like the worst budget-friendly watercolor pencils I've ever. These were not bad. So those were really bad. I have a little bag that I'm putting all this stuff in, actually, that I'm not keeping. So. I'm actually surprised that I have this much stuff. My pastels are really very, very cheap. So I can always use these brushes for something. So that was the first thing. Anybody have a preference of a book they want me to color in? If anybody wants these, let me know because I don't use these pens, so keep that in mind. I just wanted to see what was in the box because I get curious because, you know, I have so many supplies. So, oh, where's Mandela's? I have 3 lithographic books. Oh, wait a minute. You guys weren't supposed to see that. Ah, this is what I was working on somewhat last night before the witch came into my life. Who here knows what this is? I did not finish that mandala book. This is the last page, Danielle. I didn't finish it. So I was on the verge of finishing. Maybe you're confusing me with you're confusing me with Michelle. You finished the mandala book, didn't you? The 300 one? Yay! I actually finished the mermaid color by number this month. So I finished 4 last month, 1 this month. So this will probably be number 2. Me too. Thank you, Robin, for the link. By going through that pile in there, I actually have now a little thing of things to leave the house and get rid of. Because, as you guys know, I'm going to move. So I'm going to try and make my life easier for my mother. Like, I'll keep this book till the end of the month. So therefore, it will be in the, like, the mermaids. And this book I'm keeping till the end of the month. And I'm going to be doing giveaways every other week because of payday schedule, and I got to save money up too. So. And, I've asked my bank very nicely not to keep promoting their card on me because, I have enough credit cards as it is. Not to say that their deal is a lot better, but, I'm like, I have to mitigate that. I don't need another credit card. I was like, please stop giving me advertisements for credit cards. Like, I don't need any more credit cards. Thank you. This is Sprees and Copics, believe it or not. And tau trees. This green and this yellow were tau trees. The other twos with the red, that you see is a spree, but that yellow, this yellow is a Copic. Yeah, this is the last one in this book, actually, Danielle. And to me, that's a big accomplishment because I didn't think I could finish, much less. When I did the 10 books to finish this year, I should have picked different books. Instead, I picked books that I thought I would be. I actually do feel that they're worth the money because I can get into. Here's the thing. If you're like me and you color into those tiny places, and you know this if you do color by numbers, anybody who does color by numbers know that some of the books, some of those color by number books, especially the Color Questopia ones, some of them have tiny spaces. Like when I'm doing the fashion one, I feel like there's some tiny spaces in there, and I'm like, it's not easy to get in there, but with the towel trees, I can get into the tinier spaces. I feel the towel trees are worth the money. Hello, viewers of you. I wasn't planning on doing this book. I didn't really know how much stuff I had in that box until now. You know, I actually feel happy now that I've gone through that box a little bit. And, you know, I went through my blue box. And going through boxes of stuff is important when you're moving or going to move, because then you know what you actually, what you don't need, what you do need. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't show you the new stuff. I didn't show you the new stuff. Oh, you're not going to like me. New stuff. I have way more than that. Let's see. What do I have in my Excel sheet? In my Excel sheet, I have the number. I need the Excel sheet. Yes, and I'm expecting 2 new books. The Halloween Color in Heaven one, which I like the pictures. I'm no longer on subscription, but I bought it anyway because I liked it. What is my coloring book log sheet? 553 books. And then that includes the 2 new ones coming. But after this one, it will be 552. So, 552 books. Now, some of you may be going, what the hell is those? This is patty wax. Now, patty wax is diamond painting wax. Yeah, well, it's down. It's under 600. So that is a very good sign. So this one is crisp and candied. This is really a nice scent. This one is nice, like the treats or tricks or treats. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I know. Well, I had 641. So I've given some away. I've given some to charity. I've given some to my nieces. So the other day I went to Target or Target, depending on how you pronounce it. And I saw these gel pens. And sure enough, I liked the case that they were in. This is a count of 30, and they were $14.50. So I went to Target because on Sunday they were showing the house. You know, we're selling the house. So I decided to do that at Target. Yeah, you tell yourself that now, but you know, eventually you get to the point where I am, where you have to move and everything has to be done, and you're like, no. There comes a point, you know, when I get to the new house, I'm gonna be like, no. I must finish books before I start new ones. Before I get new ones, like there are a lot of things coming in, and I'm also getting the new Rita Berman one in about 20 days. That's what Book Depository told me. So the 2 new books are counted in the total. These actually are not bad. I tried to go on the Color Questopia book for the outlines. It's not bad. They're not bad, but I need a little bit more work with them to test them on other paper. I did try them briefly, like one color, which was that gold one that you saw. They do need to be shaken a little bit, but once you shake them out and get them out, they're fine. Oh, apparently there must be a fire somewhere because now I hear the fire engines. I mean, for $14.50, you know, it's not a bad price. And I get 30 of them. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my Colorit gel pens, you know. I love them. I really do. And I love the Pentel Sparkle Pop. The only thing that I like more about the Colorit gel pens is that they have wonderful refills. You know, that's a big plus for me when dealing with gel pens. If you're like a person who colors a lot of gems and stuff like that, then you definitely need a gel pen that is a refill. Oh, I'm so sorry you're falling asleep. Mm-hmm. How is it different from regular cross stitching? I'm not familiar with that method. I don't really know very much about cross stitching. Oh, last night I was I don't know cross stitching. I never did it as a kid or as an adult. It wasn't until after I did cross stitching. So I'm going to show you something I did last night. This comes from the Color in Heaven Halloween issue number 66. This is the one with Gianna Prazzavina and a few other artists. So you guys can see my picture. I did this last night. I did this. And then this is where I am in my diamond painting right now for you guys. If you guys got curious about my diamond painting. I was supposed to do this. So this was the witch that I did from Halloween issue 66. And look, it's a cat. I never color cats. That issue 66 is actually really good. That issue 66 is really nice. So some of you may have seen it on Instagram. It is on Instagram. Yeah, I do have the Rita Berman one coming too. I have the new Rita Berman. You know, I wasn't going to get it. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing people coloring it. This is what happened with Circle of Life people. You know, you don't have an interest in a book, and then suddenly everybody's coloring in this book, and you're like, wait a minute. So, you know. You know, when I moved to California, Circle of Life is beautiful. I would highly recommend that book to anybody. I love that book. But the thing about that book is that when I do that, you know, I've got to be very dedicated to that book. It's not like I could just boom, boom, boom. No, you know what they do? Yeah, what they're doing is they're selling it from third-party sellers at Amazon. Then that's why it's more money from Book Depository, because they're selling it from third-party sellers, and that's why you buy having it for shipment. Exactly. But a lot of people don't know that Book Depository is owned by Amazon. Amazon actually owns Book Depository. This will be my fourth Rita Berman book. I only have four of them. I don't have all of them. I have the favorite ones. I think I have the spring or summer one, and then I think I have another one. So then you get that red in there. And this is Honey. This is a Copic. And the mailman is extremely late today. I'm like, I don't understand why sometimes my mailman comes like at noon, and then other times he comes really late. Hey, View. No, I never bought the Prisma markers, and here's why. I've tried them in the art stores, and they're very nice. But here's my problem. Okay, here's my problem with the Prismacolor markers. If you buy them, here's my problem. Then you have to buy, like, they come in different sets. So that's a very good price to try them. See, but here's my problems with the Prismacolor, the way they're priced. Because when I went to the art store and I asked them about the Prismacolor markers, the guy goes, oh, yeah, this is what we recommend to beginners. Then you have to buy this set. Then you have to buy this set. And it comes to almost as much as you would pay for Copics if you're buying Prisma. So to me, that price point was like, you know what, then I'll just stick with my Copics for that price, the way they're doing this. Yeah, because you got to buy. So then you got to buy them like this. Prismas. You got to buy the portrait set. You got to buy the portrait/skin tone set. Then you've got to buy an anime set. Then you've got to buy the earth tones. Then you got to buy the all kinds of things, you know. The nature set, the sea set. So, you know, I was like, no, I'm not doing that to myself. And I'm really upset because right now I can't get the sprees again. That's a pretty good deal. Video. You know, in color, it has that new Halloween book. And I was like, I looked at that book and I was like, oh, I want that book. I want the new. I also want the new Daria Sword book, that Halloween Christmas one. Yes, I don't have it. No, and then someone asked me, well, that shouldn't be a problem that you have that many books. And I go, it is a problem to have that many books because then you're like, where are you going to fit them? I'm not a big sticker person. And this will be my second book finished this month. So this will be book number 15. Listen, I don't have the biggest collection. I think at one point, Coloring Queen had a bigger collection, and maybe Deb, the modern colorist, and then he just disappeared. So I don't know where they went. But there are people who have much bigger collections than me. But some of these books I've had for years, so it's not like I've had them only a few months and I get them finished like Danielle. Danielle finished 2 books in 1 year. Oh, do you guys remember that Christmas book that Sally Berry did last year? What are the, oh my lordy. Who remembers that Christmas book that Sally Berry did last year? And people got that book done in a month because every day they would color. What was that book? Like the Advent book that everybody was coloring last year? I was like the only one who didn't get that book. I was like sad because I didn't get to participate. But I like seeing what people did with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Advent calendar that she did. That was fun. A lot of people like doing that one. Depends where you get them. Then the other washi tape people. I was really hoping the new Halloween book would be out. This looks like really like a Christmas one. It wasn't meant to be a Christmassy one. Yeah, she's like the Jade Summer with Demita Victoria. My room right now is all scattered stuff. I had to change my sheets today, and isn't that funny? Because I'm going to do laundry later today. Yeah, I have to do laundry today. Yeah, it's weird. When my mother's not here, everything seems to be. Yeah, my art stores are weird now. You know that they actually on Vesey Street, which is like 6 or 7 blocks from here, and was right across from where. Well, I wanted to go to Target to see if I could get a bunch of budget-friendly markers. I ended up getting budget-friendly gel pens, which was not on the plan. That was not on the plan. I'm always looking for deals. But Blix is kind of expensive for an art store. You go to Blix when you want quality stuff. You know what I mean? You don't go there for clearance items. Although sometimes they do have the clearance items, but you have to go down. In the Blix that I go to, the one that's the what is it? The first store, which was the flagship store in New York. They do have clearance items. And sometimes I buy the clearance items just to try what they are, because I saw watercolor pens for the first time there, and they were clearance. So my very first set of ones, not the color it water brush ones, which were very expensive, by the way. And this is a Copic. This is a dual-ended Copic. And we now have a finished book. I now have finished book number 15, which justified me getting the Rita Berman book. Yes. Who wants to see the finished book? Let's view the finished book. Yay. Do you want to see the finished book? This we finished yet last night because I don't do that until the thing is done. Book complete. I forgot what I was doing in this, and then I came back to it months later. Of course, this will be in the finished pages video at the end of the month. So. I know, I can't remember everything I used. That's the problem. I did use some gel pens. Problem is when you go through a lot of markers like I do, or anybody who uses markers knows this. But you go through a lot of colors. This was a very nice little book. It wasn't expensive either. I think what I got it was like $7 or $8. Plus it's on black background, which makes it pop a lot more. This I think I was trying to use up my old markers up. So I was trying to use figure colors out. Sometimes I start mandalas off in gel pen, and then that doesn't work well. Forget what I used on this. Lighter colors pop on this more. Darker colors, not so much. It's funny because that comes out blue, but it's actually purple. It's funny because this is actually purple, but it's coming out blue in the screen. So that's an interesting thing. See, same thing here with this. The thing looks blue, but it's actually purple. Don't know why that is. It comes out looking like that. Some purples come out looking blue. You ever notice that? Some blues come out looking like purple on screen. See, this is yellow. This yellow is supposed to be orange. Yet it's coming out looking like a yellow, which is hilarious to me. I liked it. You can buy it on Amazon, and it's like $7 or $8. It's not that much money. I know, right? So now I can take that. These last four will be in the finished pages. They do look different through a camera. This one we just finished. So. See, and this is these yellow flowers here. They're supposed to be more orangey, like a more yellowish orange. So they do look different through a camera. I don't know why that is. So we have now finished Mosaic Mandala. I was thinking maybe I should put all my finished pages in one box. La 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 la, magical beauties. I only have 4 pages left in this. I only have 4 pages left. I only have 4 pages left. She's like, really? Really? And this one is Elven Mistress. Come on, snap. Why don't you snap? Purplish red. What color should we make the elf skin? Yes, I have finished 15 books so far, and only one of them was on the top 10 to finish. This is the other one that's from the top 10 that I'm trying to finish. This one I actually do have to make a video because when I do the year-end video, the top 10 challenge, so now I have 552 active books. Now, if I make her skin green, I can't do the leaves green. I was thinking like a pale green. I was thinking of doing her outfit blue and then doing these dots as purple. No, blue does not work well on an elf. Dark suntan. Don't know why now the thing is. Yeah, I know. I'm doing a lot of stuff today. Today seems to be a weird day for me. Like, it's not like a normal day. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing a lot, but I am actually doing a lot more than I ever thought I would do. This is like a red glitter. We may not finish this one today, but if I don't finish this one, if we don't get that Halloween one in, then we'll finish this on the next stream, probably. Now I'm just doing random books today. Like, there's no plan today. I ran out of ideas. Like, and everything I saw, it was like, I like it, but I don't like it. You know, it's kind of like, usually I plan out what I'm going to do. Today, today was not a planned one. Today was like, just go with the flow. Do what you do. Has anybody seen the new Dan Brown? Feels like it's a heartbeat. Like when I see this, you know, I don't like when it does that. I don't know why. There's something to do with the way the camera is. And I gotta stop. Those are not blue. No else I've ever seen a blue, except for avatars. But those were a different creature. This is salad. I'm going to make the leaves blue. I know, that's just bizarre. Something with the focus. I think it's the paper. Now, let me see. Let's see if we readjust it. Would you guys like me to focus on her next time if we don't get my color and heaven book? I know, it's just weird. I've done this book entirely in markers and gel pens. Yeah, when I first got these books, I was petrified of them. Let me get blue. Now, where did I put my markers? This is like a weird thing when you can't remember where you put it. It's just like the weird thing when you can't remember where you put everything. So I'm going to make this blue. I'm going to make her eyes purple. $85. It was last year because I gave you your first one in 2020. So the purchase day. Blue 65. These are towel trees. I really like these a lot because I get into the smaller details with them. Now, sometimes your bigger markers cannot get that level of detail. Well, now that I see this, I'm going to have to go light purple with the color. Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to have to go purple if I want the blue to be that. So this is B05 as layer. I want it to actually be a softer purple, but I don't know if I have the color for it. Hold on, let me check my Copic Refills to see if I have the refill for it. Yes, this is what we do when you don't know if you have the color for it. I don't see this color, that I don't have that color. I'm looking for my V22. That's the problem when you have so many colors, but you can't find them. Ash lavender. Yeah. I always like to see if I have the colors. And then after the stream is over, I will probably put all my coloring books that I have finished in the big blue tub, because I took everything out of the blue tub, actually, and recalculated it. I've even gone through my Christmas books, guys. I'm hoping for, it doesn't matter to me what I get when I'm in California, really. All that I really care about is that my room looks neat, clean, it's easy, it's sunny, it's bright, and that I have enough room for a desk. Enough room for a desk. Now, my mother and me were talking about, oh, imagine if we could get a garage. This was a real conversation that we had, and my mother goes, yeah, then you could have a craft room if we got a garage. Right now, this room looks like a disaster because I moved everything. I don't think I'm getting that, to tell you the truth. Not for a while, because I'm going to have to buy a new bed, new mattress for the bed. That's going to be at least $2,000. So there are other things to get before that, Danielle. That is like a temporary thing. That's like a last thing. That'll come when everything is set, after everything is set up. If I may. I know, I like the idea behind it. One of my friends who's out in California says, oh, her brother could probably put one together for me. These will be dark creams. That'll be dark creams. It was, right? It was really awesome looking, but it was just an idea. It's like sometimes you can't get everything you want because you have other things that have to take priority. V22 Ash Lavender, and I do have a refill for this, so. But remember, the one after we have this one, then we have this one, and then this one. So after this, I'll only have 3 left. Wait a minute, I didn't realize I had to color that. Probably Laguna. YGO5. I forgot the ears. How do you forget the ears? How did I forget the ears of all things? And I think that may be skin. These are the new gel pens. I think the name of these are U brands. I think it's going to be like Laguna Woods. No, not Miss Riona, Miss Elf. Then I think after this stream, I'll go to Sweet Green. No, I got to do laundry today. It was just so funny what happened. I woke up this morning and obviously I was very stressed last night and I accidentally ripped off the sheets to my bed. So like I put them in the bag of laundry because that's the load I'm doing, towel, sheets, and underwear later on. Yeah, sheets, underwear, and socks. So it actually worked out well. So you see how the color works. No, I like those eyes. I really like the eyes. I normally don't like eyes. My eyes are always weird. They don't always work well. I feel like in some ways my work is getting a lot easier now. You know, there were a lot of things going on this week, you know. Well, that's good. I think these books were enabled by Miss Ann a long time ago. I saw her have them on her channel and I was like, oh, I like those. Yet I didn't realize how much fun these were until I got better at grayscale. You know, when I first started doing grayscale, I wasn't a fan of it until much later, you know. But then I learned how to color by watching other people color grayscale. Not everybody is a fan of grayscale because they don't understand. You know, I have found that there are two kinds of people who, when they say they don't like grayscale, number one, they've tried coloring in it and they don't like the paper. Number two, they've tried coloring it and they just don't understand the concept of it. But once you understand the concept of how to color grayscale, it's so much fun. To color grayscale. At least I've found that to be true. After this picture, I only have 3 left in this book. So This might be a book that we work in for the rest of the month. Well, it depends if you're doing darker grayscale, lighter grayscale, medium grayscale, light grayscale. It's not like I'm getting rid of all my grayscale, you know? Thank you, Danielle. Magical Beauties #3 by Christina McAllister. The only thing you have to remember, though, is when you're coloring in grayscale with the Copics and this paper tends to soak up the Copic ink a lot. And I do mean by a lot. And I'm not talking it soaks it up a lot. It soaks it up. Like, I've never seen anything soak it up as much as this does. This really does soak it in. These are the old Copic refills. The new ones look like the markers. So I need to refill, of course. And of course, everything goes on my hand like an idiot. I can never ever fucking, oops. Thank you, Michelle. Always. Also, guys, when refilling your Copic inks, in my case, because I'm clumsy, always had like little wet wipes or something. I also bought another set of wet wipes. My mother's like, oh, why do you need that? I don't know why. Everybody else can get their Copics right except for me. And that's the last of this ink. Well, everybody else can refill theirs with no problem, but I try to refill mine. Probably have gathered this is sometimes stickiest. See? This. What? Don't know why. But it seems to be only happening. I'm sure it happens to other people too. I just don't see them, but they have more I guess other people have perfected their method. When they color with their Copics, me, I've not yet learned how to really. Now my hand is all sticky. Yeah, this hand is all sticky now. Now I can't use this hand. Which means I'm probably going to have to wash my hands. And for people that say that you can't color on Create Space with markers, that's BS. You can also color with it on you can color with it on markers, and you can color them with pencils, but it just has to be the right pencils. I've heard from various many people that Holbein pencils work very well on Create Space. I don't know how true or not true that is, but that's been my experience. This is all sticky. I can't even. Yep, it still works. I'm going to try doing this again to see. It just needs to, my hand needs to be re-wiped. See, this is what happens when you get too much marker on your hand. Of course, I have no towel here because I threw all the towels in the wash. See, if markers go on your hands really bad, you have to wipe them with something. Just don't allow your hands to get too full of markers because this is what happens. Should have another towel somewhere in my house. Yes, there is another towel here. Luckily, I keep an extra towel in the house. Still not better, which means it's going to need to be washed under the hand and sink. Now it's all sticky. Then we're going to stop in a little bit. So. Then we do that. Now you use the chisel to cover longer areas faster. Now this is good if you want to do a fast, if you want to be faster. And if you don't want as many streaks. Now you do that if you don't want any streaks. It makes it faster and quicker. I might end up finishing this off camera or not on camera. Because we did a mandala today, so. Most of this was done with marker, some pencil, some gel pen. So this was basically marker and gel pen, this book. So you see how this works, like. See, what I like about the Copics is they have this and this. And I try so hard not to curse in my stream. I guess that's inevitable with anything you do. Maybe we will do a 2-hour stream today. I was going to do it blue, but then I was like, you know what? I think purple works better because I have the leaves being blue. See, and I like the Copics because they what I like about the Copics, it's a refillable. A lot of people don't realize that you can buy the Copic and then buy a refill for it rather than have to destroy the whole marker. And that's one advantage that Copics have over a lot of other markers. Plus, there's tons and tons of colors in them. Then there's variations in the colors. And some colors are so similar. I'm like, you don't need to have them all. I mean, some people will say, yes, you do. Some people will say, no, you don't. You know what I do? I get what I need at the time. Rather than what I want and what I need are two different things I blend. I do too. I like the skin color because she is an elf. So when I think elves and fantasy, I think green, purple, blue. Like I was going to do the skin originally blue, but I was like, you know what? She's supposed to be an elf. If I don't finish her on camera, I'll finish her off camera. But you guys know the colors like that. Ash lavender. They have a lot of violets from the Copic set, and I really appreciate that. Copics by hand down, and I'm going to say this honest to God, Copics have the best selection of colors as far as big marker sets go. But when you buy them in the packs are not designed the way they should be designed, in my opinion. So now I'm going to go back to the eyes and do the blues, the little Copic and the little towel trees. Towel trees are good because they're little and they're small. That little purple. Blue. Oh yeah, Danielle and Michelle have pet little names for each other. So if you don't understand what goes on, they do. They have pet little names for each other. So I don't want anybody thinking that there's some weird things. See, and you notice that the color linings, the blue linings. Remember, markers sometimes lay down really dark at first, but then they get lighter. Not all, but some do. I'm thinking maybe dark green for these when we get around to it. I don't know what was going on this morning, but none of my food was good this morning. Like the place I went to get my breakfast, the muffin was stale, not tasting good. It was like, ugh. Then I went to Starbucks. Okay, the lemon thing was very good. The lemon cake was very good, but my pumpkin spice latte did not taste right. Tasted like it was lacking some kind of thing this morning, so I did not have a good coffee experience today. And I've had a bit of a pest problem too. I had to get a fly trap. It managed to catch 4 of the 5 flies. Wow, you go through books awfully fast, Danielle. I'm like really shocked. But in my defense, I have a job, but I've also been very committed to doing things. Everybody thinks that these are like really easy to do, but they're not as easy as they look. Some people make them look easy, but well, in my defense to those 15 books, I've had a lot of them for those 15 books. Some of them I've had for a long time. Some of them I've had for almost 3, 4 years, maybe longer in some cases. I think like a third of them I had them for more than a year. No, I want the colored Halloween book. I really do, but I'm like right now I cannot get it because I have other books that need to be worked on before I can get anything. And plus, next year I'll probably be in a new house, new living situation, new job, probably. These are all things. I want the Debbie McComa Christmas book too. Who saw the Debbie McComa Christmas book? Yeah, I saw someone did a mini flip through promoting some of the pages on it. I think it was on Instagram. Somebody had it on Instagram or TikTok. I forget which one. Yes, I do sometimes see TikTok, but I don't actually have an account. But sometimes the videos make it to my feed, the TikToks. Someone was doing a presentation of it. I saw a flip for it. There is of somebody who has a flip on it, or a preview of it. Certain places will have flips of it. Now you shouldn't make your towel tree your primary marker, but you use it for smaller details like this. And I use them for my color by number books too, because they have smaller spaces, you know, and they fill in the nice spaces for that. That's my towel tree thing. I love my towel trees. And what's the sign of a juicy marker, everybody? Yeah, we're gonna go longer today because I want to finish this page. And then I will only have 3 left to do in this. This is the next book that I'm aiming to finish. Then I think it's Mandala Girls or Classy Princessa because I'm now on the second set of pages for that. I should have said color in multiple things. I should have called it color in multiple pages today. You know, sometimes you start off not knowing what you're going to do. Today, I really did not know what I was going to do. And remember, we still got the top to color. But you know, Danielle, you know, I was also very motivated this year because I am moving, so I have to finish as many books as I possibly can. I think the book after this to finish is Mandala Girls, and then maybe I think Classy Princessa. So, are there any books that you guys are looking for? Look at that. Mandala Girls is a weird book. The paper is weird. Like it's like that paper that's like it's like the mixture paper. It's a weird paper. It's not like a traditional paper. I couldn't even use pencils in that book without them all going down to nothing. That book you have to use marker. At least for me. Well, this will be the last purple we do, but then we'll do all this in green and red. Dark green, mind you. V22, ash lavender. I wasn't planning on going this long for the stream. Now we have the main part of the picture done. I know, right? It's not pulsing anymore. I wonder what caused that. It's a very odd thing. Purple. Okay. And another color. Well, we're going to do dark green. Looking for dark green. Dark green, 51. This is you know what? I'm just going to color the rest of them the dark green color. A lot of people do this when they don't want to do the detail work. I figure that we've been working on this so long that I don't want to do the detail work. I know. Hello, Molly. This is also why I picked the dark color, because then you can't see the background as much. That's the fast and dirty way to do it. I just ruined it. Ruined the purple. You guys don't see it, but I did. Right over here, I ruined it. Oh well. Nothing can be done about that. It's always difficult. I had to get a passport, I think 2 years ago. And it's funny because I had to actually use the passport that I got 2 years ago to help me renew my non-driver's ID this year. So it's like now they ask you like a million questions. Oh, are you going anywhere? Where are you going? What are you doing? See, now that looks like a wonderland. Yeah, renewing a passport can be very difficult. So, we are doing well here. I know, but I still like the way it came out. I actually do like the way it came out. You know, I do like the gel pens, the way they work. The new gel pens work very well, actually. Who would think that? So we have this one left. Phoenix Avatar, Venetian Vivella, Princess Rainflower. So we now have done 3. In this book. So I'm really exceptionally proud of that. So now my hand's less dry, is now more dry. Didn't it? It's because it's still icky and it feels like it's all sticky still. My hand still feels sticky, to tell you the truth, guys, once that marker spilled on it. It's like I know I'm going to have to really wash my hands now. After doing that. Yeah, that's a bad sign. That means it really is all over the place. It's a very bad thing that just happened. So. I want to thank you guys for coming. This means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you all have enjoyed this stream. So everybody, thank you so much. I know it was a long stream. We did a lot of different things in this stream. I'm hoping that I get the Halloween Color in Heaven soon, the new one, because I did buy it. So hopefully it comes. They said it's on its way. So, you know, these things just take time to come. So hopefully we can finish book 16 this month. And we did finish a book. So thank you guys for helping me finish that. I need those pushes, you know, because I'm not good at pushing myself to do things. Bye, everybody. Hope you all have had a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and happy coloring, everybody. Stay safe, wear your mask when appropriate, and remember to stay safe. Bye, everybody.